Guys, I'm so excited. I don't know if you can hear me. I should have probably voiced over later, but I noticed earlier Dorian has been extremely crazy, like spreading his wings out, honking, chasing all the big ducks off from everything, including water, and extremely affectionate towards Nemo. Nemo is our female goose right here. These are both Embden geese, and as you can tell by the gray in her wings, she is a little muddy, but still very young goose. She is under a year old. She is between 9 and 10 months old, and she decided to start laying eggs right before the freeze hit. And I seriously considered taking them inside and cracking them open, but when I came out to check them, they were really warm. And so I waited, and today I came out to water all of these babies you see up here in our coop, and there was a nest dug out and all 7 eggs were exposed. I've been wondering how many eggs she'll lay, and I'm certain that she's going to lay again later in spring and hatch a second clutch, which we'll wait and see. But look at her. She is pulling up and taking all of those pine shavings and covering her eggs, and you can watch her rolling the eggs around. Be really quiet, Sam. Mommy Goose was kind of protecting her baby. So she's upset now because the ducks were getting too close to her nest, and you can see there she is right there. Not impressed. She's done a really good job. I noticed that she's starting to pluck feathers off her chest. Embden geese have extremely thick down on their chest. I mean, if you pick one up, you're going to accidentally get a handful of feathers a lot of the time. And so she's over here picking some scratch and feed that I left out up off the ground. It's really sweet because Dorian will actually chase everyone off and kind of stand guard and let her eat, and then he'll come up and lay his head on her, or they'll cross necks and love it up on each other. And here's her nest, guys. I don't know if I can get close enough to show you the eggs. I know some people will freak out, and that's a big no-no. My geese, I come in here every day, and they're pretty calm. But now that she's decided to really focus on sitting, I'm not so sure how she feels about me in here. Look at this. It's a fairly good size area. She's kind of buries her eggs in when she leaves the nest to protect them, and when she comes back, she'll actually uncover them. Look here. There we are, some goose down right there. Those are the feathers she uses to kind of keep everyone warm and isolated. Look at this. Look at that. Baby eggs everywhere. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I actually know that there's a 7th egg here. 7. So she has stopped at 7 eggs so far, and it looks like she's very serious about hatching these eggs out. Now, she is not the least bit concerned with me. I can actually get pretty close to my geese. They'll hiss sometimes. Well, Dorian will. He's our big male. But they're usually fairly calm. And then when she's ready to come back from eating or drinking, she will actually dig all of these shavings off of her nest and get right back on there. So I said that I would kind of update on eggs, but the freeze hit. It was Christmas holiday. By mentioning that, I hope you all had a really merry and beautiful Christmas. It really is a lovely season and time of year. And this year has just been exceptionally cold. So I'm really amazed to see a 1-year-old goose hen doing so amazing. Laying baby eggs, taking really good care of them, building up the nest to protect them when she's gone. If you don't know, our coop has a dirt floor, and then we have put shavings in it and built them up. So several inches of shavings in here. So she has dug down into the dirt to make a nest and taken the shavings to make her nest around that, insulate it with goose down, bury them when she's gone, and you can kind of see there's quite a bit of shavings down in here. So I mean, look at that. It goes pretty deep. And I'll clean it out periodically because we do keep our rabbits right above this area and the baby ducklings, but their cages are also deeply bedded and cardboard lined. So all of that going on. I'm thinking it's getting to the point where I'm going to have to kind of section this off right here and where this nest ends, and go ahead and section that off temporarily and open the other side so that Dorian and Nemo have their own area and will stop chasing off all of the ducks from this coop. But also you can see that they've gotten so protective that we've actually turned our old brooder. Larry made this little ramp for our ducks to get in. These are our younger ducks. They're our cross ducklings. They're Welsh Harlequin and Mallard with a tiny bit of khaki Campbell in them. And they are, wow, about 2 months old. Not quite 2 months because they're not fully feathered. I'd really have to go back and look through my videos to see how old they are. These were hatched ourselves, and they are just absolutely amazing. So you can see we've had to make them a ramp to go into this area because the geese will not allow any of the ducklings into here. Now, luckily, the ducklings are smart enough to stay away from the geese, but these Welsh Harlequins, absolutely not. They know what they want, and they want to share this coop. They do not care what my geese say, you know. So that's why I'm saying it may be a good idea for me to go ahead and section off the coop, because if you don't know, let me show you really fast. Hey buddy, can you shut this door and lock it so that the animals don't get out? Because we may be able to catch the ducks, but Dorian and Nemo, they're crazy. If they get out, we'll never catch them. Okay, so if you don't know, then this coop is actually attached to this whole section right here, which is in, 400 square foot area. And so the geese would be able to eat all of these crops, which are turnips and collards that we're planting. The three what? Three amigos. Talking about the ducks?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that Welsh Harlequin and those golden hens like to hang out, huh? They're funny. And they're actually all silver-faced Welsh Harlequins, guys, but some of them have more gold in their feathers, and one of them is like ridiculously snowy white. And so she actually tends to hang out with the other ducks instead of the Welsh Harlequins, because Welsh Harlequins kind of pick on her a bit. And so So this is the area. You can see it has our
area.
goldfish pond. That's about, what, 3,000 gallons, I want to say. I mean, it's up to my waist. And so I think that sectioning off the coop where Nemo and Dorian's nest is still in the same spot, but they can actually come out here and have access to this huge run and all of this area. And then when the goslings are born, although their parents will protect them, we do have things like chicken hawks. We have a pair of owls that live in a palm tree not too far, like 2 houses over, which is about an acre away from where the coop is, maybe an acre and a half. And so I'm really concerned because if you don't know, goslings are expensive. We saved $200 to buy these geese and waited a long time to find them. And it's really important for us to just be good stewards and
so build a roof above this fence.
That's exactly right. Build a roof above the fence. So right now we just kind of had this gardening fabric above it. You know, it's just a cheap trellis, about $5 at the grocery store or Walmart that you can stretch out for 16 feet. And so that's what we've done. This area is 8 foot wide and 16 feet long. And that's just the small run area. That does not include all the outside area where the pond is. So if we put some tin up top along these beams and like we've done right here, then hold on baby, I will. And then we kind of cover this up. All this mesh wire on the very outside will become a solid fence area, or maybe even plywood. I'm not sure how we're gonna do it because like this part is wood. Then all of the goslings will be able to be safe with their parents here. And I think that's going to be the absolute best option for our homestead. Because, I mean, if you're spending all this money on geese, you want to protect your investment. Yeah, exactly. They're expensive, aren't they? A lot goes into raising geese to laying age. And some of them don't even lay until they're 2 or 3 years old.
2
or
3 years.
Isn't that insane? 2 or 3 years is a long time. So I'm going to go ahead, and my phone is at a very low charge. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the charger. If this is still recording, my screen blacked out, so hopefully it is. But you can see the parents are over here kind of hiding out, and she's eating and getting some water, and then she'll be back in here on the nest. I will update you guys if she is just preparing the nest or she is sitting for long periods of time as I figure it out myself. So I hope you have a really beautiful and happy holidays. I appreciate all of you taking the time to kind of go on this journey with me and learn everything as I'm learning it too. So if you're looking for Embden geese or you have more knowledge than I do, please just drop some comments and let me know. You know, I'm always looking for knowledge. It's part of the reason I started this channel. It's just that I worked so hard to find this information that just wasn't available to me when I was starting. And so it's really cool that other people are able to find it, but also I'm able to find other people who've been doing this for so much longer and homesteading and can give us tips as well. So I hope you have a great holiday season. Christmas is over and the New Year is upon us, and I just can't wait to see what it brings.